everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to learn for loop and range function. Okay, so let's start off with for loop. Okay, so let's open a new file and let's see how to use for loop in Python. And okay, so uh, let me take a list here, list of numbers. Let's suppose we have some numbers 12, 34, 56, 7, comma 8. Okay, so this is a list of numbers and we want to print these numbers using for loop. So how do we use for loop in Python? First we write the keyword for, and after that you take the name, it can be any variable. For let's say for x, in is a keyword, so you see the keywords go, the change in color for keywords. Okay, for x in, and give the name of the list here and put a colon here, that is for indentation. This is very important. After that, these statements are all part of for loop now, the ones which we are going to write now. So let's just print each element of the list. So we will print x and that's it. Okay, and let's save this program. And now how it works is, so this is our list and we are saying for x in a is the name of the list. Okay, so what it basically does is it will iterate through each element of the list, okay, till the elements are exhausted, or till all the elements of the list are exhausted. So that means the first value of x would be 12, the second would be 34, 56, 7, 8 and so on. So till all the elements in the list are exhausted, the for loop will continue. When we reach the last element and it is printed, then it comes out of the for loop when there are no more elements in the list. Okay, so when we run this program, so you see it prints all the numbers of the list. So this can work with list and it can work with strings also. So let's first, before we move on to the strings, let's do another question in which what we'll do is we want to print the sum of the elements of the list. Okay, so we have this list and we want to print the sum of the elements. For that we take another variable s is equal to 0, and after printing the element we want sum, so we'll say s is equal to s plus x, and the sum will be printed outside the loop, not within the loop. So once we come out of the loop, so see we've come out of the indentation, moved to the far left, and here we print s, which is the sum of all the elements of list. Now let's just run it. So you see first printing all the elements and then it prints 117, which is the sum of all the elements of the list. Okay, now we can do so, it can work with strings also. So let's take a string, let's take a list of strings. So let's suppose we have a colors list, okay, and in which we have some colors. So red, let's say green, blue, and let's suppose another we have is orange. Okay, so this is a list of colors and we want to print this list using for loop. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll write for x, and now instead of a it will be colors, and print x, and that's it. And we remove this statement also, and that's it. Okay, so now we save it and we print it. So it prints the colors. Okay, now if you want them printed on the same line, not on a different line, so you need to make a slight change here. So comma, you can use end function. Okay, oops, it goes here, it should be comma end is equal to, and let's suppose we want a comma here. Okay, that's it. So now format run. So you see on the same line, so using the end function we can print it on the same line. Okay, now let's suppose we want to print the color along with the length of each color. Okay, we want the color name with length also. Okay, so what we'll do is after printing x, and let me give a symbol here, and then we want to print length of each color, so that would be length function is already there with us. Okay, so provided to us by Python. So what we can make, inbuilt function, we can make use of that, and len, and that's it, and save it and run it again. So you see it gives the length of each color. Red is 3, green is 5, blue is 4, and orange is 6. Okay, now after this let's learn the use of range function. Okay, so firstly let's see what a range function does. Now when you write range 5, basically it means all the numbers from 0 till 4, 5 is not inclusive. So in a range of 5 means all the numbers from 0 till 4. Okay, so let's say using range function, we just write for x in range 5. Okay, and we print x. Okay, save it and run it. Okay, so you see it prints 0 1 2 3 4. And if instead of writing like this, you write for x in range 0 comma 5. Okay, x in range 0 comma 5. Okay, now if we run it again, the same output. Okay, now let's suppose instead of this, if you see the difference in each number is 1. Okay, every subsequent number, that means there's a difference of 1. What if we want a difference which is not 1, more than 1? Okay, so in that case, it is called giving a step. Okay, so let's suppose we want the numbers from 0 till 10 with a difference of 3. Okay, so that is a step of 3. So the third argument here is a step. So when we write 0 comma 10 comma 3, 0 is the starting number, it will continue till 10, and 3 is the step. So it will print the numbers like 0 3 6 9. So that means each number with a difference of 3. So when we run it, so you see 0 3 6 9, that's the output. Okay, so this is what it does, the step. So in the range function we can give the step also. Okay, now let's see one more thing. Here we have 0 10 or 3. Okay, step. Okay, now right. Okay, now moving on, let me change this. In each string, let's suppose we write x in hello. Okay, so we can directly mention the string here, and we say print x. So now if you run it, so you see it prints HELLO. So this is how for loop can be used. Okay, so various ways in which you can make use of for loop. So I hope this video was useful, and please don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel, and please leave your comments. In case you want any program, please mention it. I will definitely try to make a video on that. And thanks for watching. Bye.